Mal O'Brien is someone I look up to, like according to what she been through,
Mhm.
um, and like according a big space to mental health is important to me. Like when I don't feel like training, I do not train.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down. I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights. Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment. You better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blast it to 10, then keep going.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Be Stellar podcast. I'm your host, Stella Atwood. This is mom producer Meredith Atwood, and on today's episode, we have Jeanne Asselin.
Yeah.
Did I do it? Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's her name. Yay! So, welcome to the podcast.
Thank
Congrats
you.
on the games. You placed 8th.
Yeah.
Very exciting. You should be very proud of yourself.
Yeah.
So if it's okay with you, I would like to kind of talk about like when you started CrossFit
Yeah.
and how you got into it and what made you realize that you wanted to go to the games.
Yeah. Like I started CrossFit like 4 years ago, like right after COVID-19. And my dad is doing CrossFit since like 10 years, and his gym closed because of COVID-19. And they opened another one that was offering like CrossFit Kids. So I started CrossFit at this gym and I liked it. So I started to train uh like like more often. So so like I liked it so much I never stopped.
Did you do any other sports growing up?
Yep. I did a bit of gymnastics. I did boxing. I played soccer.
Boxing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I
interesting. I don't know many kids,
Yeah,
like
we have.
young kids that do boxing. Talk
yeah.
about that a little
Yeah,
bit.
we would love to hear about that. That's really cool.
I I did boxing for like maybe 4 years. I
Wow.
started at 8, I think, and at 10, I did my first um I don't know how to say that in English. Like my first fight.
Yeah, fight,
Mhm.
I
probably.
did,
Yeah.
yeah, I did two. So,
Mm.
and then I stopped because um uh it was not my type of sport.
Mm.
I was I don't like to hurt other people, so
I
Like
like
know.
you're fine with like punching a bean bag, just
yeah.
not like actual people.
Yeah.
Well, and how did it feel to get hit? Because one of the things, like, I always think, oh, I might like to do boxing, but I don't think I would actually like to get hit.
I prefer to get hit than hit others.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Funny.
Uh, and I played soccer all my life. I started like at 4 and stopped last year to do CrossFit all the times, all the time. So
So like basically like people shouldn't mess with you. That's what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
She has a very secret skill, but she doesn't want to use it. She would rather you hit her.
That's hilarious. CrossFit is a good sport. You don't have to hit anybody.
No.
No. So what is your favorite part about CrossFit?
Pushing my limits. It you like you can always do better than you think.
Mhm.
Sometimes like I train and for example, I take like 25-pound dumbbells, but my coach is like, no, 35. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. But like pushing your limits is I always make myself proud.
And it's surprising too how much you can achieve, right? Like
Uh-huh.
you just like you said, the 25-pound dumbbell, but then the 35. And then really, if he gave you a 45, you would probably do fine with that too. And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
up and up and up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were at the gym last week and Stella was doing some dumbbell snatches with the 50s. And I was
Yeah.
watching her and I was like, well, those look pretty good. They look a little hard, but I thought she had 35s. And I was like, boy, that seems like that's really hard for her. And then she was like, Mom, those were the 50s. And I'm like, okay. So you're going to play with the 50-pound dumbbells now. Okay, that's where
Yeah.
we are. It shocked me. And I see her all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, we have to prepare for like 16, 17.
Yeah, we're both moving up.
Oh, you
That's
are.
scary. Yeah.
Very, very scary and very exciting at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean,
How
how
do
are
you
you feeling
Oh, go
about
ahead,
it?
Stella. Sorry.
How are you feeling about it? Like, I know the weights get heavier and the gymnastics
Yeah.
get harder.
Yeah. I think the most scary part is the weight.
Mhm.
And I think like training goes like it's gonna be okay. I will like train with bigger weights and then arrive like ready in the open and quarterfinals.
Talk a
You're gonna
little bit. Yeah. Well, I want her to talk about in the questionnaire, she had mentioned about snatching
snatch, yeah.
at
Yeah.
Wadapalooza and how that went at the games. So talk
Yeah.
about that a little bit.
That is like the most stressful part of every weekend of competition I do because like my first big competition was with Appaloosa and this snatch event like was really not good because I failed my first one and then it was like you have to get the other one and didn't get it and I think I did like 6 attempts in 2 minutes. Yeah, so that was stressful and more stressful and more stressful
And
at
did you
each
not
attempt.
make any?
No.
Oh, no.
So I like at the games, I was like, you have to secure one, and the curse was broken.
Did you have a careful strategy for the games for the snatch or for the lifting because of Wadapalooza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So you
wanted
started
to
a
have
little
one.
lighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is it just snatches or is it like clean and jerks?
Snatches, like snatches are more stressful for me. Like
Mhm.
balance and like you have to get under it. I jerk heavier than I clean.
Mhm.
So my clean and jerk is not stressful for me.
Mm.
I mean,
That's
it's
nice. That was never
yeah.
my world. If I could clean almost anything, I was a weightlifter back in the day, but like I never knew if I could jerk it or not. So that's a really good
Yeah, it's good.
skill you have there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like once the clean's over, you're like, okay, easy, hard part's over. Now all I have to do is jerk it.
Mhm.
So I think that's definitely
amazing.
better than being like, I know I can clean this. I don't know if I can jerk it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the snatch is a very hard movement.
Yeah.
You have to be in the right position. It's very hard if you've only been doing CrossFit for
Mhm.
like if that's not something that comes naturally to you. So
Yeah. And like having about 20 minutes between warm up and lifting on the
Mhm.
floor is also stressful.
yeah, it's stressful and then you're cold and you're like, okay.
Yeah, I'm used to like warm up and then lift but you
How
can't do
did
that.
how did that impact you? Did you know that was going to be the case going in, or did you prepare for that or practice it like the long
Yeah.
rest? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Smart.
longer than I think everyone thought
It
though,
was.
right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
I think we thought it was gonna be like 8 minutes or 10 minutes, and it
Yeah.
ended up being, I think someone in my crowd timed it, and it was like 20 minutes from when we lined up to when we actually started lifting.
Mhm. And like if you are not the first, like I think you were
Yeah.
one of the last to lift in your heat,
Mhm.
so it's even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that was a good test. It's like, okay, can you lift heavy when you're cold?
Mhm.
not a smart.
Not a smart idea. I mean, it's
Ugh.
smarter for the teens than it is for the masters. That's for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying the masters should not lift when they're
No.
cold.
Mhm.
Did
That
they
is
have the
called
same event? No.
no, but that is
They
just
all
called
would
a
have
bad
broken
idea.
their knees.
Yeah, they would have broken their knees. So, what has been your biggest area of improvement, this past year?
Squats.
Squats.
I did so much squats. I have long legs, and that makes like my muscle develop like longer. So development longer. So
Mhm.
yeah, I did a lot of squats.
And I feel like we didn't squat at all
No,
during the
like
games.
light thrusters and wall balls. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't really get to show that off, but you did kind of show it off on that AMRAP workout with the wall balls in it.
Yeah,
You crushed that one. I think you placed
Th-
4th.
that was my favorite.
Now, like, what about that workout when you saw it come out were you like, I'm going to crush that?
I didn't think I was going to crush this one. I knew I was going to like it, but like place four was not in my thoughts.
Oh.
I knew the one with the thrusters and rope climbs was going to be one of my best, and it did, I think. So,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the best workouts are the ones that you don't see coming.
mhm, yeah. Like bar muscle up is not my best movement, but mixed up with a lot of movement, I think I can like get like
It's the combination. Like you
Yeah.
can
yeah,
you can
yeah,
stack everything and you're not overly tired
yeah.
and you have the endurance to do the bar muscle ups
Mhm.
under fatigue, I guess would be
Yeah.
under being tired. Yeah.
So would you say you're better at longer workouts with more movements than like short sprinty
Yeah,
workouts?
yeah. I like playing soccer all my life. I think like my endurance is better than a lot of athlete.
I mean, that's impressive. I'm working on my endurance, but
Yeah.
I love short sprinty workouts. I love
No.
to just red line in 5 minutes. It's great. It's great
Ugh,
for my soul.
no. You're
Um,
crazy.
so who are your biggest influences in CrossFit? Like, who do you look up to?
Mal O'Brien is someone I look up to, like according to what she has been through.
Mhm.
And like according a big space to mental health is important to me. Like when I don't feel like training, I do not train.
Mm.
So yeah, I think it's the best way to train, to program your training, and like you have to listen to yourself.
What do
Yeah.
you like to do when you wake up and you don't feel like training? What do you do to decompress or to stay calm for the next session?
That's a good question. I love to read. I read a lot, like books. It calms me down. When I don't have energy to train, I love to read.
What kind of books do you like to read?
Like stories that are so stupid that it's so good.
Oh,
Like
that's funny.
romantic stories are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you read Twilight?
No.
That's a book you should read. That's so stupid that it's good.
Okay.
Yeah. You're
Or
on
like
to some series right now, Stella. Is that a stupid romance
no,
series?
it's
Oh.
it's a romance that I think will kill me in the end, to be honest. Like I don't like I was talking to this girl at the gym today and I was holding the book in my hand and she's like, "You're reading that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Prepare to be heartbroken." I was like, "No."
Oh no.
No, she's like, you will sob and cry. And I was like, "Oh no. Oh
That's
no."
no good.
It's
Which
not good.
book? The one you're reading now or the next one?
Two
Um,
two more books. Done. We'll see what happens.
So what is this book series
My
that
book
you're
series?
reading? Yeah.
Oh, it's
What's
called like the Boys of something, but the first book's called Binding 13.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
it's pretty good. Anyways, back to CrossFit. So do want to talk more about mental health and kind of how you stay mentally healthy and mentally good. So let's say you're in the middle of a really hard training session and you're about to do a really hard workout that is not fun. What do you tell yourself when you're like, I don't want to do this, but you you got to do it?
It's gonna be finished soon. Like, if you start it soon, it's gonna be finished soon. Like,
Yeah.
it's part of the sport, doing things that you don't like and you have to do them.
Smart. I have a friend who's racing an Ironman tomorrow, and they've had to change the format of it, and she gets to choose if she wants to start early or start later. And she wanted to start later, and I told her, I said, you're going to waste so much energy waiting to start where you could just start early and be, it'll be nerve-wracking, there'll be more people, but I agree with you on that. Like, start now, get it done, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's real. Yeah.
I mean, like sometimes there's a workout I don't want to do, but I'm like, okay, here I go. I'm
That's
going.
what we say. Here we go.
Here we
Yeah.
go. I'm
I'm going.
Get this over with, because if I start now, I'll be done in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Pain is temporary. It does
Yeah.
stop.
It does. What is a food that you really, really hate?
Oh my God. If you put like mushrooms in my meal, I'm not eating this. No way. Like,
What is with
mushrooms.
mushrooms?
I don't know. I love mushrooms.
No, your brother doesn't either. What is it? What is it? The texture? Like
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
It's no mushrooms.
They're slimy, like
Mm-hmm. Or I'm not a veggie person at all.
Yeah, me too.
I prefer fruit than veggies, but like peppers, not for me.
Yeah, Stella, you don't eat a lot of veggies either.
Yeah, well, because they hurt my stomach. The only veggie I can eat is green beans.
Oh,
Yeah.
and salad.
Any other,
You can do
and
lettuce.
salad. I eat a lot of lettuce. That's kind of where I get my greens in.
Yeah.
But I can't stand like other broccolis and
My
Cauliflower.
favorite veggie is cucumbers.
Yes.
I love cucumbers.
I love cucumbers. I put so much like vinegar and like balsamic vinegar on it. It's so good. I probably have like 2 cucumbers a day.
You can put cucumbers in everything, in my burgers, in my sandwich.
See, I think they're slimy, but you don't think they're slimy too.
No, they're
No.
crunchy.
They're crunchy.
Yeah.
Oh. So what about pickles? Like salty? No pickles.
No pickles.
Ooh, I love pickles.
Pickles are cucumbers.
Yeah, I know.
With vinegar. It's a texture thing.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I get that. So, what do these next few months of training look like for you, since you are moving up into the 16-17 division?
Yeah. We're working a lot on my legs, and we're working a lot with dumbbells too. And I have a goal to go in Wodapalooza 2025. So there's going to be like a short program between now and Wodapalooza, and then between Wodapalooza and the Open. So yeah, working on getting stronger.
Do you know when they're releasing the qualifier workouts for Wodapalooza?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No idea.
We don't know either.
Stella's on the fence. She's doing a competition in February, and since they're only taking 10,
and it's 16 to 18.
It's a big group.
So it's like,
yeah, but I'm still in 13, 15.
Oh, you
Because
are.
like my birthday is January 20.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stella's December 31st. So she's got
Oh,
one day she has
one
to move
day.
up. Yeah.
oh gosh, but
So
yeah, I'm
for
moving
her,
up.
I mean, it'll depend on the workouts if I
Yeah.
don't know.
If
We'll
there's
just
just like 30 muscle ups for time, not even gonna try. Not even gonna try to do it.
not this
Period.
year.
Not this year. Next year though.
Sure.
We're just gonna try to make the games
Yeah.
next year. That's our goal. Make the
Yeah.
games. So can you kind of talk to us a little bit about your support family and the people who came to the games and supported you and like
And your
how much
coach,
and your
like
coach.
who are your people?
Who are your people?
Yeah. Like my family is my bigger like supporters. Like my dad, my mom, and my two brothers are doing CrossFit, so they understand what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Like my friends are like, we have no idea of what you're doing. Like, but my family is my bigger supporters, and my gym family too. Like my friends at the gym, they were all watching me on their cell phones at work. They were working and watching me at the games. And so that is super fun to see that you have people who are behind you. Um, my dad and my coach were at the game with me. My coach is someone that is training at the same gym as me, um that did the national coaching, I don't know what is it, but he had a lot of formation in that, and he's doing CrossFit since too
Oh
much
yeah.
time.
Yeah, so like the level 1 certification program type deal
Oh, I don't
or
know.
okay.
No, it's not. It's another thing, like completely out of CrossFit,
Oh, okay.
but it's functional fitness
Oh,
something.
yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah,
So did
and mm,
your go ahead.
like the rest of my family did not come with me at the games. It was the first day of school of my two
Mm.
brothers. So
Oh. Did they watch you?
yeah,
So you like kind of grew up surrounded by CrossFit a little bit.
yeah,
I've heard that from a lot of teens I talk to is they all grew up in like a gym and they didn't start till COVID and
yeah,
then they went to the games and became the best in the world. It's all kind of like all of us kind of have like the same story
That's
yeah.
in
funny.
different ways.
How much of it do you think was the movies? Did you see the movies? Like the
CrossFit
redeemed and
documentaries.
the redeemed and the dominant? None of those? No. I know
No.
a lot of teens saw the movie. That's how Stella
Mhm.
really found out about it. I was doing CrossFit and took her to like a party
Yeah.
for the gym, and they were playing the movie and she saw Tia and Sarah Sigmundsdottir and all those girls, and they were so strong, and that's how she got hooked. She's like, I want to be like them.
So I
And
think it's like those two different stories. You saw the movies and then you're like, I want to be like them, or
Mhm.
you
the
grew,
parents.
or the parents, or you grew up in like a CrossFit gym and your dad, done CrossFit since 2008. Like it's kind of two different stories that each teen kind of has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of super cool to just relate to people a
yeah,
lot. Be like, we're
Yeah.
kind of the same,
Yeah.
yeah.
For
just with
sure.
different holes in CrossFit.
So what would you say your weakness is in CrossFit?
Um, Gymnastics a bit, like ring muscle up is not my strength at all. Um, and squats.
Not after this season. You're going to be the best squatter there is.
She's
Yeah.
gonna be squatting 400 pounds. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for her legs, man. So, talk a little bit. So, who is your coach, first of all?
His name is Nicolas.
How does he coach you? Like, is there a certain way that he coaches you?
Are you in person with
Like,
him?
are you
He's
in
at your
Yeah.
person?
gym. Yeah, he's at your
Yeah,
gym.
yeah.
Okay. Are you close with him? Like, do
Yeah,
you have like a friendship bond kind of thing?
yeah. He's
That's
like my
cool.
big brother.
I love to see that. I love to see when coaches are close with their athletes
Hmm.
because I think it's important to have a friendship and relationship with your coach. Like, your coach can't just be your coach.
Yeah, you have to trust your coach, and your coach has to trust you.
Yeah.
And it
Period.
has to be, yeah. And I think, especially with male coaches and young girls, I know
Mhm.
with Stella, her coach has had to learn a lot of what it's like to coach a teenage girl.
Yeah.
Which has been interesting on I think for him. And then yeah, so there's that.
He's learned all about, I've given him some parenting advice when he's been coaching me. He's ready to be a parent.
For
Taught
sure.
him well. So my favorite question to ask teen athletes is, how do you balance being a CrossFit athlete and a teenager?
Yeah, like I I try to balance like training, school, and social life, like with my friends and all. And I think I always say that school goes with social life for me because all my friends, I see them at school principally. So I always do the same thing, like wake up and do my homework and all of this, and then go to school and train in the evening. And I'm lucky, like I'm a person who doesn't need a lot of sleep to be efficient and productive in my day. So I can wake up early and train in the evening and like go sleep a bit later.
How
So
much do you sleep?
uh 7 hours?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
not that
impressive.
bad. Not bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's impressive because you seem like you have a lot of energy in you.
Yeah, I do.
Do you drink coffee or have no
No, no.
pure energy?
Like pre-workout is not my thing at all, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup?
Maple syrup.
Really?
Yeah. And like in
You can't
Canada, we're
swim.
like home of the maple syrup. Like
Oh.
when like in Michigan, where we were at the hotel and I took maple syrup and I was like, ew, that is not maple syrup. It's completely different.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The stuff in America is garbage.
It is garbage. It's bad.
It's sugar water.
It's sugar
Mhm.
water. It's not
We don't know.
great.
We don't know about maple syrup.
We don't know about the wonders of Canada, unfortunately. I would like to know the wonders of Canada. I would like to go there someday. So I would rather swim in a pool full of Nutella. I'm not about being sticky.
You're going to be sticky in Nutella,
Yeah, but like maple
and you
syrup
can't
is
swim in it because
super.
it's really thick.
You can float on top of it.
I mean, maple, like Nutella, you would not swim.
You can float.
You would just lay on it.
Exactly. That's the point.
That's a funny question. I would rather swim in a pool of popcorn jelly belly jelly beans.
Mom. The story behind that is she is allergic to popcorn. So she, you know, eats popcorn through jelly beans.
Okay.
Yeah, and nobody else likes them, and everyone says gross, and I
It's
think they're
disgusting.
amazing.
It's horrible, Mom. It's absolutely foul.
Whatever. I can't be the only one.
Preposterous. Besides being a CrossFit athlete, what do you want to be when you grow up? If you want to be anything.
If you want to
Yeah.
grow up,
If you want to grow up.
I would like to become a chiropractor.
Huh?
I have a lot of chiropractor in my, like, I know a lot of chiropractors, and I also work in a chiropractor clinic, like as a receptionist, and I love it. So I would like to become a chiropractor.
Stella's interested in that. That's on her short
Yeah.
list. But recently with the bad weather, she might want to be a meteorologist and like
That's
follow
not
weather.
really like a recent thing. I've always kind of felt like being one and be one of those weather people on TV who are standing in the middle of the storm. They're like, it is raining really bad. And it's just like rain pouring on them. And they're like wearing goggles and like, it is really bad out here, guys. The rain is pouring from the east. So I don't know. That's kind of what I might want to do. I haven't figured it out yet, but being a chiropractor is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that will definitely help you in CrossFit. You get to know your body a lot.
Yeah.
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 Speaking of getting to know your body a lot, how do you stay recovered after a workout? Do you have like a favorite way that you can kind of just chill and let your body reset?
The only thing I do is like Tarragon and foam roller and a bit of stretching, but
Yeah.
that's all. I'm not like recovery is not in my routine and it has to be, so I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite way to warm up before a workout?
No, like when I train, we are doing like the HWPO affiliate like format of class. So I always warm up with the group class and then go in my corner and do my things.
Do you train
Some ways
alone?
different. When I do my program, yes. And like 2 or 3 times a week, I do the group classes. So it makes training a lot funner.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's much easier to. I think Stella needs to jump into class and do some class work because she's doing a lot of solo training.
yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
training in like my 4x4 garage.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna get back into that just because it gets lonely quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Last question. Do you have any advice for teens who want to be competitive in the sport?
Oh, that's a good question too. Like I think you have to concentrate. I don't know if I can. It does this word works. Concentrate.
Concentrate.
Yeah. On your sport, on CrossFit, and you can be open-minded and do other things. Like my brothers play hockey and I love to go skating. Like I do not do only one thing. I don't do only CrossFit, so it can be fun too.
To do
like-
things other than just be in the gym.
Yeah.
Get out there and do other
Mhm.
things. People who
Yeah.
are listening, and also me because I'm working on that.
Yeah,
Working
Stella's
on doing
coach
other
wants her
things.
to play another sport and she just wants to do CrossFit.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I feel like this is stupid, but I feel like the podcast is kind of my other thing, even though it's talking about CrossFit. But
Yeah.
it's just like my other hobby. I like to talk and to get to know people, and I enjoy it. So it's kind
Yeah.
of my second thing, even though it's all about CrossFit.
maybe if you like threw a ball while you did it, then that would count.
Maybe it would probably be annoying for the people who are listening, but
That's true.
it's fine. Okay, well, thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
It
you.
was so fun.
This was fun.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
King of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch out, here I come. This is my time.